Closed captioning provided by the full-time MBA program in the Haslam College of Business. Learn, transform, lead. It all starts here. Big Orange Basketball, the Rick Barnes Show. Time now to go inside the orange for an exclusive look at the basketball balls. The Rick Barnes Show, hosted by Tennessee head basketball coach Rick Barnes and the Vol Network's Bob Kessler.
Pulls up, fires a three. That's good.
Welcome to Big Orange Country and the Rick Barnes Show. Brought to you each week by the Big Orange Debit Card, only from the official bank of the Vols, First Tennessee. By Ford. Pick and roll in a new Ford with available EcoBoost technology, only at your local Ford dealer. By Verizon. Come home to a better network. Verizon, official wireless provider of the Tennessee Volunteers. And by Farm Bureau Insurance. With agents in more communities than any other insurer, Tennessee turns to Farm Bureau Insurance, the official insurance of the Vols.
Well, the Tennessee basketball team saw the ups and downs of a college season. Great performance against South Carolina, disappointing loss against Alabama, and that's kind of how a season goes sometimes.
Well, I like the ups better than the downs, but
you
know, we did play well against South Carolina. I thought we had our best defensive effort, and I thought both teams in the Alabama game, the first half, neither team played very well, and wasn't a very pretty brand of basketball to watch. And then in the second half, we were able to get a lead. We just didn't compete the way you have to compete down the stretch, because you know a team's going to make a run at the end. You know that's going to happen. And when they started doing that, we just didn't do the things that you have to do to win.
But against South Carolina, played very well.
We did, and you have to. You know, South Carolina does a great job of challenging every pass. They're going to challenge cuts. They're going to really make you work hard to fight for your space on the floor. And our guys, I thought their intensity level from start to finish in really all aspects of the game was probably as good as it's been all year.
But, you know, against Alabama, though, you played well enough to win the game for 35 minutes. But the last 5 minutes is when you let it get away.
Well, that's why you play 40 minutes. And you've got to play 40 minutes. And you can't say you let it get away because you don't have it unless you have it. And, you know, you can have a lead. And again, you have to give them credit for staying in it, coming back. And it goes to prove that sometimes if you just stick around, the other team will help you. And I thought we did a great deal on our part helping them get back in the game. And it started really on the defensive end. That's where it was. I mean, we knew you got to continue to score points, but it's the way we had defended them pretty well. And we didn't rebound the ball. And that was really the start of it. We gave up a rebound that they got secured and made 2 free throws off of it. And then the whole momentum thing. I think oftentimes people underestimate momentum and how it can really swing, especially with young guys. And you could feel the momentum shifting, and we just didn't, again, make the plays that we needed to do to turn it back our way.
When we come back, we'll break down Tennessee basketball with Rick Barnes.
You're never too young to be a VFL. Sign up for the Junior Vols Club. For more information or to sign up for Junior Vols, visit utsports.com. Presented by the Knoxville Orthopedic Clinic. Proudly serving the University of Tennessee Athletic Department since 1949. The Rick Barnes Show is being brought to you by the Dish 3-year TV price guarantee. Same price every month for 3 years. Dish, proud sponsor of the Big Orange.
By the natural gas utilities and pipeline companies in Tennessee.
Natural gas.
And by UT Medical Center, Tennessee's hospital. UT Medical Center, wisdom for your life.
Welcome back to Tennessee Basketball with Rick Barnes as we talk about offensive execution. And it's little things and the game plan changes with each and every game. Let's talk about how you wanted to attack Alabama.
Well, we have a couple of different things that we like to do during the game, and right here is a little set that we run, and there's a lot of things that we can do out of this, Bob, but here's just one thing where we can go. I mean, there's a lot of different looks right here. Depending on how a team plays that cut right there, for instance, we can maybe look to get something here. A little too high right here. We'd rather have him foul line extended, but so we can make a pass. But yet we run that cut, we don't get it. Now this guy here has a chance, Dietrich. He can do a lot of different things. He can come around the screen. He can come underneath. He can allow KP to screen for him. But right here, he chooses to go over top, and they step in front right there. And so again, his cut is to the basket. And then when it all ends up, if you go back right after that cut, so Armani's looking, and again, Bachman should have moved down a little bit more right there. But again, he should finish his cut to the basket, and now we got a little two-man game going on right here where KP comes off of it, and really Armani delivers a really nice pass. And when he gets in this area, he's a really good player, and you see why right here. He gets in here. If I can stop it right here and show you that where he gets the ball up, he's got long arms. And see how high he gets the ball over his head right here? That's really in some way our form of a post play to get him in there, because he is very good around there. Now we should be in position for the rebound. He should be getting back, and he should actually be coming to help rebound. They should at least be getting to the elbows. But again, that's a set that we like, and we'll pull it out at different times. But here you can see at full speed where here he comes, and there's a little slice cut, and here's a little two-man game with a high release, and Kyle's in great position to rebound, but love to get more guys on the board.
But you have options off that too, don't you?
There's a lot of different options. There's a lot where we do different things with it. So there's a lot of different things that we can do out of that. And here's a set right here. We knew going into the Alabama game that they were going to do a lot of this. And what we want to get out of this, anytime you see two guys coming up here to trap.
And that's taking the ball out of punters.
Yeah, that's fine. And what you hope is if we do it the right way, and if you do it enough times, they can't continue to do that. So if you have two guys trapping the ball, you have two guys right here that's going to move up and really become interceptors, and you have a goalkeeper back here. So to combat that, what you want to look at would be him with the ball getting double teamed. You want him to have three outlets that he's looking at: sideline, middle, sideline in this particular situation. Then you have someone down by the basket. So right here they come up, and Armani, and that's the spacing that you want to get. And I really will tell you, it should be this easy every time that you're trapped. It should be this easy. And so there it is. We throw to the side. Now we throw to the middle, because that's where we want it. And now they step up, and right there is what you'd like to get. And then what should happen, even if you take it a step further, what we'd like to see happen on this pass right there, we want to see these guys sprint to the corner, and then obviously they're looking to take him out. And that's what we like to see, and we didn't do this enough. We had too many passes that we really didn't take care of. So here you see the whole thing full speed. It happens pretty quickly, but I really believe it should be this easy. You get there, and again, two passes, and you should be able to get a good look at it.
Let's go to South Carolina now. They played you differently. They were man-to-man pretty much, and so it's a different mindset there.
Very aggressive, and they're a very aggressive team. They're going to make you work. They're going to contest every pass, every shot, and really every cut. And so right here we come down, and again, you see how the floor is spread out, and you see where they are now. Their point of pickup is at the half-court line, so you see they're picking up their men high. They're going to get right up against you. They're going to make you really work, and here, and what we like to do when a team does this, we like to say, okay, well, if you want to come out here and guard us, we're going to stay out here with it. And we get into a little set here where we get two screeners down here and a runner, and we want to stay as high as we can stay and really open up this court area as much as we can. And we'll say, okay, we'll just play 3-on-3 with you down here. Even though these two guys, there's a lot of things they can do out of this too. And again, they stay high. Dietrich's a runner. We get a little screen right there, and he gets behind the screen and he knocks down that shot. And what should be happening right now, rebound, and KP would be back. So again, you see it right here. I go full speed with you. So we get the set that we want where we're really opening up the court. And here we go. Dietrich goes in. Now from right here, he can go anywhere he wants to go. He is free to do whatever he can come. He can curl it. He can walk up and fade it. He can do anything that he wants to do. And again, these two players here need to stay, roughly 15 to 17 feet apart. But again, KP can do that. And you see how Dietrich comes this way to start with, changes direction, goes back the other way, right there, gets his feet set, does a good job, other than the fact we didn't rebound it very well.
But you got to set screens to make that effective, right?
You have to screen, and you got to set legal screens. And that's the point of emphasis with the officials this year, that you don't knock guys off when they're running by you, and that was a pretty good screen by Derek Reese right there. Here we come down again, and again, here we are running this little play. And what we want to do here is just get a little bit of movement, really get the ball movement, and look how many guys are above the free throw line area. If you took free throw line and extended it all the way out, you get a lot of guys up here, baskets opened up, and what we like to do is really get moving with it. And again, there's a lot of things from right here that can happen. When Armani gets the ball right here, there's a lot of things right now that can go on. These guys have to get their correct spacing. He could drive the ball right here. He could pass it, go screen the ball, and right here he just goes to a little dribble handoff. And with a guy like Kevin, who we know that can shoot it and teams are really defending him, you're just trying to get him a little bit of space so he can see it. And right there, that's about all the space he needs. and he hands it off, gets his feet set, and gets into his shot.
At 36 points in the game against South Carolina, big win for Tennessee. That's breaking down Tennessee basketball with Rick Barnes. We'll have more in just a moment.
With SEC action heating up on the basketball court, now is the time to gear up for Tennessee basketball. On sale now at participating Cracker Barrel Old Country stores are My All t-shirts. Pick up your shirt while supplies last and give your all for Tennessee. Presented by Dish.
It's time now to go inside the orange. Brought to you by Vol Network Home Entertainment. Available at participating Walmart locations and online at volnetwork.tv.
Hey, Coach Ogden.
Hey.
Is Coach Barnes in today?
Coach Barnes?
Yeah. Is he in his office? I
Yeah.
need to see him for something.
Yeah, let's go check the office.
Cool. Is it always like this?
Yeah, actually, this is Coach's office, and I think you now have been in here as many times as he has. Yeah, Coach is never in here. His office is the gym.
Coach's office? Like Coach's office. That's his office right there. He's in there 24/7.
He's always considered his office the gym, and that's where he sets up shop.
I'm not really an office guy. I don't mind being in an office. I don't mind doing that, but I like more wide open space.
It's like a wild horse, right? And you can't contain a wild horse in a pen. And that's what an office is.
I don't think I've ever been in his actual office, his office. That's his office. I've been there multiple times. A lot of talks at that spot.
You gotta take the guy, you gotta put him out in the open range and let him run. And I think that's what we have with him in the gym. He's got his table over there.
When I hit him up, like to talk, he doesn't tell me to go to his office. He says to come meet me in the gym.
I want to be the players. If I know they're going to be in there, I don't care if they're just in there shooting with a GA or whatever. I just want to be around them so when they're done, I can talk to them. And
Coach cares a lot. He shows it by that. He shows he's always available. He'll call you anytime.
That is what a lot of people don't know about Coach, is how much time he truly invests himself in the players. And if they were to call him at 11 or midnight to come in the gym, he would come.
let's compete. I want you to compete. We don't want them to look back and say, man, I wish I would have done more. I wish I'd had a coach that would have taught me this or taught me that. I don't want them to ever have that feeling. I want them, if anything else, to look back and think, those guys really did pour into me. They were interested in me, not just as a player, but helping them grow as people, and they're the future.
Really, you could kind of rent out your office during the season because you're never in it.
Well, I'll give it to you. You want it?
No,
I'll let you have it.
Don't need it.
I've always wanted to be close to the players, and we've got a group of guys that really do enjoy coming through Pratt, and it's kind of their home away from home too. They spend so much time in there, and, and every time they come through, whether it's for a minute, 2 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever, I just want to have a chance to really be there.
Talking about that, we'll go in the gym next with Tennessee coach Rick Barnes.
Calhoun's and the Vol Network invite you to talk Tennessee basketball every Monday night on Vol Calls. Join special guests in person or tune in from 8 to 9 p.m. Eastern as the Vol Network broadcasts live from Calhoun's on the River in downtown Knoxville. The Rick Barnes Show is being brought to you by Farm Bureau Health Plans. We've got you covered. Get a rate quote online at fbhealthplans.com. or at your local Tennessee Farm Bureau office. By Eastman Chemical Company, promoting sustainability. Remember, good sports always recycle. And by Vol Network Home Entertainment, available at participating Walmart locations and online at volnetwork.tv.
Maddie Glab here with Coach Ogden, Lamonte Turner, and Devin Bachman. We're going to break down some ball handling drills. All right, guys, go ahead.
All right, start with slaps. Here we go. Good, right hand. Left hand. Crossover. Good, between the legs, one way. Go, switch it up. Here we go, yo-yo. Left hand. Go hook, behind the back. Good, right here. Start in the middle, get the crack, back it out, attack the elbow. Here we go. Footwork. Good, attack. Good. You have ball? No, you're done. Good. Stop.
Lamonte, you're using a weighted ball for some of that, right?
Yeah, first part.
Why use the weighted ball in some of these exercises?
Well, it makes your ball handling quicker, and so in the game it's easier to dribble with a regular ball.
Have you used a weighted ball before college, or did you just start using a weighted ball once you're out here?
I used it a little bit before college for ball handling, so I'm kind of used to it.
So what are the keys to being a good ball handler?
Strong hands, repetition work, and that's another reason you use the heavy ball is to strengthen your hands. Got to pound the ball really hard. Big part of being a good ball handler is your stance. You don't want to be way up high, dribbling the ball way up high. You got to be low so guys can't get under you and get the ball. But this stuff these guys do on a regular basis just to strengthen hands, ball handling, and this kind of stuff helps you shooting as well.
So if there's a little kid trying to get better at basketball, when's the best time to start learning ball handling, getting comfortable with the basketball?
You can't start early enough. You know, see kids all the time, 5 years old, 3 years old, it doesn't matter. Anytime they can grab any kind of ball and start dribbling it, it's hand-eye coordination, and start whenever.
When did you start?
I started probably about 6 years old.
6 years old?
Yeah.
Big ball,
started
small
last
ball.
month.
Yeah, so some people, we have some late bloomers, so.
Were you using a regular size ball at 6 years old?
Well, yeah, actually I was, yeah. Now, big brothers always had regular size balls, so.
I would tell kids to start with a small ball for that, and shoot even smaller when they're real young, and then move up to they've got a youth ball and then a girls ball. And this especially applies to shooting. What most kids do is they get out here and they start jacking threes, and so they're shooting it like this and they have no form. So I would say start on a low goal with a small ball where you're shooting it the right way, and then the strength will come eventually.
And these dribbling exercises that you guys just did, is that something you do every day, weekly?
Every day.
Just about every day. Before these guys shoot individually on their own, they'll start with some ball handling stuff to strengthen their hands, warm their hands up, and then get into shooting.
Well, I might as well get started here, so.
Left hand. Okay. Cross over. Okay. All right.
Timeout to check the stats. Brought to you by Dish.
Kevin Punter Jr. continues to make a name for himself as a collegiate point guard. Check the stats. The Vol senior is currently 9th in the nation in scoring, averaging 22.6 points per game. It's time to announce the AutoZone Player of the Week. Get in the zone, AutoZone. In the zone for Tennessee was Kevin Punter for scoring a career-high 36 points against South Carolina and adding another 15 against Alabama. Congratulations to Kevin Punter, our AutoZone Player of the Week. From parts to helpful advice, AutoZone has everything you need to get in the zone. AutoZone.
It's time now for Ask the Coach, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. Right stuff, low price every day. Academy Sports and Outdoors, proud corporate sponsor of the Vols.
Coach, question from Kevin Armstrong wants to know about the Big 12 SEC Challenge, which is Saturday. Tennessee goes up against TCU. You've coached in both leagues now. How are they different?
Well, the biggest difference is the Big 12 plays a round robin, and I don't think there's anything better for college basketball conferences than to play a round robin when you know every year you get 2 shots at your conference. And because of that, I think the level of intensity is at an extremely high level. And with the challenge now, over the last couple of years, you know, ESPN has been wanting to put it in this time slot to really bring a lot of notoriety to it, as opposed to back when it was maybe sometimes going up against still college football, the ACC Big Ten Challenge. And so putting it at this slot, it's going to something that they can really put out there and really promote. I do think that for our league, it comes at a great time because there's going to be some really key games when you look at the matchups that's going to happen. And so there's some teams in our league that have a chance to really get into play some ranked teams that can do some damage.
Challenging schedule as Tennessee goes to TCU on Saturday, then Kentucky comes in Tuesday night. There's just a handful of tickets remaining for that game. Go to uttix.com. Coach, challenging week. Good luck.
Thank you, Bob.
Rick Barnes with us, and we'll see you next week here on The Rick Barnes Show.
This has been a presentation of the Vol Network, produced by IMG, the world's premier sports media and entertainment company.